You don't ask genuine questions if you believe that you already know everything. You only ask real questions if you don't think that you know enough. And Joe wouldn't be perennially attractive to his audiences if he wasn't asking the same questions that the audience would like to have answered.
Right. He's genuinely curious.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, you said
and
it.
Musk himself said, you know, when I interviewed him, he talked about a terrible existential crisis that he had when he was 13, 14, which is not atypical of, you know, people with outstanding intellects, let's say. And he resolved that by recognizing that the quest is the source of meaning. And so he took it upon himself to confront difficult problems and try to solve them. And he found that to be sufficiently gratifying, so his existential crisis resolved itself. And that's very much the same pattern that Rogan is exemplifying in you, in your pursuits. And you can see what impact it has on the public, you know. And I was talking with one of your staff members before this podcast about your lectures, say, in Australia. And so you're in the weird position where 5,000 people come and listen to a biologist lecture spontaneously for what, 90 minutes? Mm-hmm. Like, what the hell? Well, that's just an indication of how compelled people are by anything approximating a genuine quest. It doesn't even matter the direction, right? It matters the commitment and that capacity to explore and transmit. And that is a manifestation of the word that redeems.
I love this idea, or what you just said, that it doesn't even so much matter the direction as much as the commitment. A colleague of mine at Stanford who I respect tremendously, Anna Lemke, who wrote the book Dopamine Nation. She's the head of our dual diagnosis addiction center. She was the one who really, truly deserves credit for bringing dopamine into the public discussion over the last few years. She initiated that, talking about how big inflections in dopamine that are very fast, that aren't preceded by effort, aka drugs of abuse, behavioral addictions, et cetera, leave us below baseline with our dopamine. And then people will engage in more of the behavior. It drives us further and further and further. That's kind of the principle of it.